Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to New York Yankee baseball on this day, April 29th, 1930. As today, no night games in baseball. It will be the Washington Senators hosting your New York Yankees. On the mound for the Washington Senators will be Bump Hadley, an excellent pitcher for the Senators, and he'll be taking on left-hander for the New York Yankees, Tom Zachary. Zachary is, let's see, what did they give Tom? They gave him a 6. They gave him a 6. And Bump Hadley is a 9. So he has the ability to go the entire way without fatigue. We welcome you to Griffith Stadium in Washington. As tonight, the Yankees will now play the Senators. The lineups are exact same from last night's game if you're here. Combs lead off, followed by Koenig. Then Ruth, Gehrig, Lazeri, Durst, Chapman, Dickey, and then Zachary. For the Senators, Loop, Rice, Goslin, Meyer, Cronin, Judge, Bluge, Rule, and Hadley. Washington won last night's game, I believe it was 10-8. So let's go ahead and see if we can pull out those numbers. I'm not able to put them in the system as of yet, but to me that's going to be or actually it was 9-8 last night. So a bunch of defensive errors and mistakes. We'll kind of keep that handily too, because that has all the defensive ratings on it for us too. So we'll kind of keep that kind of posted around the game camera. Hopefully you won't get that blocking anything. I can kind of refer that for the ratings that I'll need. And we'll get things started. Let's see if we have anybody. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Alright, we'll leave it. No, that's not going to work. We'll just leave it over here on the side, and then we'll go ahead and enter game time, the game here, and see what's going on here, folks. Again, I want to welcome those who are in tonight. Please go ahead and like, subscribe if you have not, and please enjoy yourself for tonight's festivities. Again, this is April 29th, 1930. It is Zachary versus Hadley. And we're about ready for baseball here on the camera. Looks like we already have 2 or 3 in, so great. Let's go ahead and see who's bumping around the stadium today. Again, please come on in if you want to. I always appreciate that. We'll stick the phone up, though. That should give me a look at the camera and everything going on. And we'll play again. We're using the auto dice roller. Again, the cards are set up through the card app. So let's go. Here's the Kentucky Colonel, Earl Combs. So Combs leads off. He'll be first. He's ready to roll. So is Bump Hadley. Hadley's a right-hander. Kentucky Colonel is a left-hander. And there he is. Baseball redo. How you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Here's the pitch. 2-4 for Combs. And that's a fly ball to right field. Catch is made by the right fielder. And that is going to be Sam Rice, and 1 away. So Combs retires. Mark Koenig, 5 hits in the last game, but they still lost. So Koenig will hit. Koenig on a 4-10 to a righty is a fly ball center field. That will be a catch made by Luke. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs quickly here in the first inning. So 2 outs quick, and now here is the Bambino, Babe Ruth. So Roops, again, this is one of the more crazier years for baseball offensively. Kind of like the modern of 1987 steroid era. So here's the pitch to Ruth. 3-7 for the Bambinos, a walk. So Ruth does what he does about once at least a game. Walks and leaves it up to Gehrig. Gehrig hasn't hit much so far. He's kind of struggling with the bat so far. 2 outs, runner on first. Gehrig will now swing. Hadley, the right-hander, looks like had an excellent year. Card is quite good. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 2-3 for Gehrig, and that's a ground ball to short. Fielder's choice is done. The Yankees are done. 1/2 inning of play. New York nothing. Washington nothing. Nation's capital, Griffith Stadium. So far, no score. Bump Hadley on the mound, right-handed pitcher. And now for the New York Yankees, a left-hander, Tom Zachary. So Zachary will start. George Loop will bat for Washington. So Loop starts. Top of the first inning, and the swing he does. Let's see what he does. 6-9 versus a righty for Zachary is a fly ball right field. Corralled by Ruth, makes the catch in the first out. Nice not to have any errors right away. Here is Sam Rice. He is a starting right fielder. Excellent outfielder. Had some quality years for the Senators and some other teams. 1-8 for Rice. Not his column, though. And, Zachary is a lefty. Let's swap him around. 1-8, ground ball to short. Nice play by Koenig. Throws him out, and we got 2 outs. So Rice is retired, and now here's Goose Goslin. So Goslin will swing. And again, he's a left-handed hitter who prefers right-handed pitching. If you want a good channel, go watch Baseball Rooted Dude, who's in my channel. He does a great job at analyzing cards and how they're used. If you was to see this picture, he would definitely give you the scouting report. Now, this card is mostly a right-handed monster. Hits monsters against righties and very toned down against lefties. So here is Goslin. Here's the pitch. And as soon as I say that, Goslin does do something with it. That is law of averages, folks. That's a triple 1-14. That's an 18. So a great play by the Yankee outfielder. We'll say that's the left fielder coming in. That will be Durst. Comes in, cuts the ball off in the gap, holds Goslin to a single. So a 70% chance for a triple. Again, my name is Mike, by the way, just in case you know. Kind of probably share a few things in common. I know you said you're from my area of the woods where I was in school. Here is the second baseman, Buddy Meyer. Meyer is second baseman, definitely an unlikely second baseman. He'll swing away. Here's a right. He'll be a left-handed batter versus a left-handed pitcher. 3-8 versus a lefty, and that's a single. That is a straight single to right field. So Goslin will go to second. Let's see who picks this up, though. Right fielder is Ruth, -2. There's 2 outs plus, no, wait a minute, +2. And then, so Goslin will be able to, wait a minute, so hang on one second, -2, +2. Goslin did have some speed, so I'm guessing they probably would have held him. So he had B speed, so they're holding Goslin there. So that is going to be a -1, -2, +1. So it is going to be a -1 to Goslin's first number. Was a -3 +2, and 1-15 goes to third. 75% with 2 outs for Joe Cronin will bat. So they're going to hold him there. Cronin really does have a nice card here for Washington. So he had a big home run in one of our ball games. So he'll swing away against Zachary in the pitch. 2-6 versus the lefty, and that's a base hit. And did he hit it to the center fielder? Yes, he did. Yankees are screwed. Base hit center field. That will get Goslin home because that is +2, +3, -1. That's a +4. Only thing that could stop him will be a 19. Goslin scores without a throw. Cannot think about throwing that in. So Cronin with an RBI. Washington leads 1-0. +3 on the arm for the Kentucky Colonel, Earl Combs. Not so good. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Joe Judge. Excellent fielder. 1-3 at first. Seen some of these bad teams. This is a good Washington fielding team. Again, Yankees are getting advantage of them so far, but they lost the first game of this series. Here's the pitch to Judge. 3-6 to a lefty, and that's a strikeout. Gets a lucky break there. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 man left, or 1 run on 3 hits, 2 men left. We played 1. It's 1-0 Senators. So Judge has been retired. So now the Yankees will now go up to the second baseman, Tony, push him up Lazzari. So Lazzari will come in. Lazzari swings. It'll be Lazzari, Durst, and Chapman. Again, this is Stratomatic Advanced with super advanced fielding. But so again, these cards were never made in super advanced, and I wish they were. So here is the pitch. 3-4 for Lazzari, but not deep enough. Ground ball to third. Good play there by Blue. It makes him play 1 away. Boy, again, did not watch the game. I should have watched the video before I came on to see how you say his name again. And now here's left-handed hitter Cedric Durst. It's a left-handed hitter. He'll swing away. That's going to be a 6-5 on. That's going to be a 6-5 on Hadley. Hadley against a left-handed pitcher is a ground ball to second. Good play by Meyer, and there's 2 outs. The Yankees so far kind of limping away through the lineup first inning or two. And now here's the third baseman, Ben Chapman. Has had a good year so far. Horrible human being. And now here is 5-7 on Chapman. Struck him outside, is retired. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 1-0 Washington. So after yesterday's 9-8 affair, we're having a little pitcher's duel here. Tom Zachary on the mound for the Yanks. So here we go. And now it'll be again Ozzie Bluch. I think that might be the way how you say it. Will be at good solid infielder, one fielder. 6-11 to Zachary is a ground ball shortstop X. That is going to be Koenig. 4E48. A 3 is a base hit. No error on an 8. That's a single for Bluch. So he's on a single, and now it's time for Muddy takes the wheel. Muddy Rule kind of played some time with the Yankees, obviously. So must playing his later career with the Senators. Here is the pitch. 5-6 on Zachary versus a righty, and that's going to be a double 1-10. That's a 10. It will go through for a double. And the Senators have second and third with nobody out. Second and third, nobody out. Yes, sir, E48. E48 didn't kill him, but the 4 did. Yankees as a fielding, by the way, Mr. Rideau. Say around the horn, Gary 2E16, because I know when I watch your channel, you do comprehensive on the fielding. Lazari's a 227. The shortstop, Koenig, 448. And then you got Chapman, the horrible human being he is, a 437. And then the outfield, Durst is a 311, so we're thankful for that. Combs is a 3E12, but a +3. Ruth is a 312, -2. Dickey's even a 2E8 with a -1, so not so good. So here we go. Yes, they are. And and again, I could be playing the advanced ratings, but boy, I hate the Stratomatic advanced chart. I started it when I played this replay. There are just too many errors on those charts. I'm not going to play a game with 15 errors a game, so I'd rather play the super advanced. But still, even though you get high odds, you're going to hit those errors. You're going to hit those errors a lot. So a double for Muddy Rule is now second and third, nobody out, and Bump Hadley, the pitcher hitting number 4, will step up. Yankees will play the infield in. They'll try to see if they can gobble up this run at the plate, and wonder why I'm not having a pitcher's card for you. You know, I had a picture. Oh, don't tell me it's in the it's probably in the printer, because I made a copy of mine. Alright, so we'll have to use the second one again, so the one I was making. Let's go ahead and use Muddy Rule again. So Muddy Rule will again will be the pitcher's hitting card that will be used for the entire game. So we'll go ahead and put that up there. Got to remember in the lineup. So again, play the infield in. Hopefully they don't hit a plus. And let's see. Roll the cards. Yeah, high E ratings. You could do the normalization, but since Strat did come out with this set, I'm not going to normalize them. Otherwise, yeah, the ratings would be a lot less. Again, I have to ask somebody if you would normalize them if the Strat has already made them. I think you don't. So that's kind of a in-the-middle type thing. 2-7, and that's a strikeout. So the infield in doesn't hurt him there. 1 away, and now here's George Loop. Again, that's because they say of the bad fielding gloves, the bad conditions, they don't have the high-tech equipment to keep the baseball diamond perfect. So that's kind of what we looked at. Here's the pitch to Loop. 6-7 to a righty on Zachary, and that's a ground ball to first. They'll hold the runner, and that's 2 outs. So the Yankees playing infield in has helped here, but now you have a tough part of this order in Sam Rice, a lefty-lefty combination. And can Tom Zachary make the perfect pitch and get him out this inning? Here's the pitch, 1-3 to Rice, and that is going to be a pop up to first. Side is retired, and Zachary does a nice job and gets himself out of the second inning. 1-0 Washington. So good job there. So now Bump Hadley comes out for his third inning of work. He's barely worked a sweat. Here is Bill Dickey coming up for his first time today. Here's the pitch. 4-4 for Bill Dickey against Hadley. That is a fly ball center field. They did not go over Washington's defense, but they are much better. I can tell you that. Center fielder, but loop is a 3E16. So let's see if we can take advantage of the 16 on this. So here is the roll. That's a 9. I think he gets to it, and there's no error on an 8. So loop makes the catch, and there's one away. I kind of know the E rating is enough. People complain about it, but I kind of know what's not an error. Usually 8, 9, 10s on the early numbers, but I'll check just to make sure. But a lot of times I'm usually correct on that, and there's no error. So one away. Here is Zachary again. He's pitcher, hitting card number 4, so he's the universal one that's up top there. Zachary on a 2-6, so that is ground ball to short. Good play there. Get Zachary, and there's 2 outs. So only base runner for the Yankees so far is a walk. So now for the Yanks, it will be the Kentucky Colonel, Earl Combs, the center fielder. Good solid card. Just his arm kills me every game. Here is Combs. 2-6 versus a righty, and that is going to be a ground ball to second. Good play by Meyer, throws him out, retires aside. Again, Hadley, a good 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of third coming up. Washington 1, Yankees nothing. So Combs retired. We'll go ahead and switch, and Goose Goslin will be the batter. So Goslin will swing against Tom Zachary here in the bottom of the third inning from Griffith Stadium. Again, thank you all for being here. Who's so far out there? Here is Goose. So Goose will hit, another Hall of Fame type guy. Left-handed hitter against left-handed pitching. 1-6 for Goose is a ground ball to first. 3 unassisted, 1 away. This is before, I believe they made a trade in this one. They made a trade for Heine Manouche. It sounds like something from Bull Durham. But Manouche, excellent card himself, but he must have got traded for Goslin during the season, because I don't use Manouche yet on this Washington team, and Goslin was not in the main set. I had to dig him out in St. Louis. Again, that was an incredible year from their first baseman also, who had hit over 400, had over 1,000 OPS too. So here is Mark. Now here is with 1 out will be Buddy Meyer, the second baseman. Left on left here. Here is the pitch. 6-5 for Meyer versus a lefty is a fly ball left field. That will be Durst. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So with those coming in for a repeat of last night's ball game, so far the pitching holding strong here. So now here is Joe Cronin. RBI single was last time on. Another Hall of Famer on this Washington lineup. We'll give you Washington's defense baseball review, so you know what kind of their defense is. The difference, a lot of differences there. 112 for Cronin versus a lefty, and there's no ballpark results on this card. That's just a straight fly ball left field. Cronin is retired, and that's it. We're 3 innings in. Washington leads it 1-0. So the Yankees will send up Mark Koenig and then Murderer's Row to swing against Bump Hadley. So Bump Hadley comes in. Defense for the Senators, because I know you wanted to hear it. So let's go ahead and give you the Washington defense. Around the horn, first baseman is going to be Joe Judge. 1E3. Not bad. If they had Gold Gloves, then he would be getting one. The second baseman is Buddy Meyer, 3E32. E32 could be problematic. The shortstop is the Hall of Famer Joe Cronin, 2E36. The third baseman is Ozzie Bluch, 1E18. Around the outfield, the left fielder is Goslin, 2E13. Loop is your center fielder, 3E16. Rice and Wright's a 3E13. Behind the plate is Muddy Rule. He's a 2E6 with a -1. And on the mound is Bump Hadley. Alright, so we continue here. In the top of the fourth inning, again, Koenig will swing. Koenig fly to center his first time up. Yankees trying to see if they can get something going against their pitcher. Again, yeah, not much better, I know, but it does look a little bit better than the Yankees defense. 3-9 for Koenig, and that is a single 1-8. That's a 2. So Mark Koenig gets the first hit of the ball game for these Yanks, and Koenig needed that one. So Koenig with a hit. So now coming up will be the Bambino, Babe Ruth. So Ruth comes up, runner on first, nobody out, walked his first time up, hit into a tough double play last night. Here's the pitch from Hadley. 1-6, he's not a one-column guy, he walks again. It's like Washington's pitching around him. First and second, nobody out. That's what Gehrig wants. Gehrig hits that. The Yankees will take a big lead. So Gehrig steps up with the power. He wants an exact same column. 2 on, nobody out. So first and second, no out for Gehrig. Wants a big swing here. Can he get the same role Babe had? He has a 1-8. Gehrig on a 1-8. And that'll be something really good. For Gehrig is a triple 1-12. That's an 8, and Gehrig will clear the bases. Another triple for Gehrig. That's a triple. And for your Beatles internally fans out there, we'll go ahead and donate something to his channel for the triples. Always a good friend of the channel. Always a good friend of old baseball if you want to watch him. So now it's 2-1 Yanks here in the fourth. Gehrig not supplying a lot of power this year, but he's getting some of those timely extra base hits. So now here's Lazzeri. Washington will play the infield back. Trying to cut this run off. Here's the pitch. 2-8 to Lazzeri. That's a ground ball to short. They'll hold him back there and get a quick out. So runner on third and 1 out. So they cut the 1 run off. So now here is the left-handed hitter, Cedric Durst. Durst to swing away. Durst looks in, gets the sign. Does he get a good piece? 4-7 versus a lefty's a walk, and Durst will take his base. First and third with 1 man out now for Ben Chapman. Again, the Senators will play the infield in. They're going to try to cut this run off. Trying to see if they can get things, see if they can control what's going on here. 1-7 for Chapman. Yes, that's what he's hit before. Home run 1-6. That's a 17. That's up against the wall. So that will score Gehrig from third. That will send Durst to third. They'll hold them there, and it's a double for Chapman. Yankees, it's now 3-1 Yankees. So a good solid inning for the Bombers here, getting some offense. And now here's Bill Dickey, batting 8th, which is kind of silly, but this was not one of Bill's good solid years. Here's a pitch to Bill, 5-4 versus a lefty, and that's where he wants to be. That's a home run 1-2. He is powered up. That's a 16, and that's a double for Dickey. So let's see what happens. Durst will score. That will score Chapman. And the Yankees have busted it open with 5 here. And that will fatigue out Bump Hadley. But this is 1930, not 2025. So we'll leave Mr. Hadley in there, for now at least, with 1 out runner on second for Tom Zachary. So the Yankees getting a big inning here, finally getting some rolls. There's the pitch here, 3-10, and that's a walk on the pitcher's hitting card. Holy smokes. And I think he's totally lost confidence here. First and second, 1 out. Combs will bat, and that will bat around the Yanks here. So here's Combs. This could be a big inning. So let's see what they can do. Here is the pitch. Combs, 2-10. Versus a righty. It's a ground ball the second. What is it? A ground ball the second. That could be a double play. And let's see. They'll get the runner at the plate, I believe. Let's see. Hang on. No, first and second. That's a double play. Floyd runners at first and second. So the Yankees bat around, but they score 5, and they have fatigued Bump Hadley. We go to the bottom 4th. It's 5-1 Yanks. So a big inning for the Bombers. They end it in a double play, but they have a big possible inning brewing. So now the Senators will send up Judge, Bluge, and Muddy Rule in this inning against Tom Zachary, who could go 6. So basically, he can go through the 8th inning without a problem, then auto-fatigued in the 9th. but that may not be a problem with the lead they're going to have. 3-8 for Mr. Judge against a lefty is a fly ball right field. 3-8 is a fly ball center field. One away in the fourth. So Judge is retired. So here's Muddy Rule. Muddy Rule is first time up, single. Wait a minute, is it run? Oh, it's Blues, I'm sorry, it should be Blues. He should be swinging here. Let's get him back in the lineup. So the right-handed third baseman, Ozzie Blues, comes up. He'll go ahead and swing away. 4-10 for a righty on Zachary is a pop-up to second. Or it's a line-out. That is going to be a line-out to second for the second out. So 2 away. Here is Muddy Rule now. So 2 outs. So Tom Zachary kind of going through a good inning right now. And here's a 6-3. 6-3 is a fly ball right field X. Oh crap. That's Babe. Let's see if he comes up with it. He's had some defensive lapses this couple innings. 10, he'll get to it. Ooh, 14, we're going to have to look. So Ruth on a 14, he is a 12. So 14 on a 12. Let's see what he becomes. Let's go ahead and pull those out. So we'll put them on the back here. So E12 on a 14 is a 2-base error on the Babe. So the Babe commits a 2-base error. That will extend the inning, but it'll give Bump Hadley a chance. Again, it's only the 4th inning of 1930. Would they have pinch hit back then? I wasn't there, so I don't know. But they'll let him bat. I mean, he's fatigued, but I don't see him pulling him out now. Let's see. 1-7 probably should have. Ooh, just missed a couple singles. That's a strikeout. Retires aside. So we played 4, and it's 5-1 Yanks. Probably people out there saying, "Oh, you should have pinch hit for him." Well, it is 1930. Kind of remember that in the background also. Things are a little bit different. So here is Mark Koenig. He'll bat again. He batted in the 4th, singled and scored. Yankees rinse and repeat the lineup they just had. And that's going to be a 5-9 on Hadley. And that is going to be a ground ball shortstop X. Shortstop for the Sens is going to be Cronin. He's a 2E36. A 2E36 is going to be an 8. Fields it. There's no error on the 9, and that's a play, 1 away. So Koenig is retired here in the 5th. Here is the Bambino, Babe Ruth. So Ruth comes up, walked and scored his first time up. See if Ruth can get some pity offense here. He's walked twice, scored once. So here is Ruth. The swing off Hadley. Oh, 1-2. Did not want it there. That's a fly ball right field with a possible injury. We're playing as played. So no injuries on that one. 1 away. Again, I'm thinking about doing a basic injury chart with just to get them out for the day, and you start to use your subs. But I haven't decided when to do that. Here's Gehrig, 1 for 2. Gehrig to swing, tripled a couple runs in his last time up. 5-9. And again, that is going to be Cronin. Ground ball to short. Cronin is still good defensively. 5 for Cronin. So Cronin against a 2, the 36. 12 on a 36. We're going to have to peek at it. So let's look at a 36 for Cronin. 12 on a 36 says no error. Makes the play. Good job by Joe Cronin. So 3 up, 3 down for the Yanks. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still 5-1. So now it gives the Senators one last crack through this lineup of theirs to see if they can score. Otherwise, that'll probably be it for Hadley when his turn comes up. So this will be the time to get him out if he does. So Loop will hit. He's 0 for 2. So far, Tom Zachary has pitched well for the Bombers so far. We're here at Griffith Stadium. Yankees lead at 5-1. They lost last night by a score of 9-8. Or yesterday, 9-8. No night games here. So 2-7 for Loop against the lefty, and has a ground ball to short, and then 1 away. So in the 5th inning, 0 for 3 for Loop. And here's Sam Rice. He's 0 for 2. Top of this order. Hasn't done much. Did a lot yesterday. Sam Rice, the batter. Here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-5 for Rice, and that is going to be a walk. So Rice draws a walk, and now brings up Gosselin. Now, if you're wondering about pinch hitting, a lot of people here in our community, and you're a part of our community, Baseball Redo, which you got a lot more subscribers, is when we play our game, we try not to pinch hit until about the 7th inning when using the as-played lineup. Just kind of makes it a little more on the realistic side. Kind of let the managers do their own thing. So here's Gosselin. He'll swing against Zachary here. And the pitch. 4-6 versus a lefty. And that is a single 1-16. He just gets it through for a base hit. So a base hit for Gosselin. That is his second base of the ball game. Right? Yes, he did. So that's his second hit for being an anti-lefty guy. And now it's first and second. Here come the Senators. First and second. First and second, one away for Buddy Meyer. So Meyer steps up. And let's see what Mr. Meyer wants to do. So Meyer, good hit. Yes, good solid card. I mean, he's a good player. But he is against right-handed pitching. He against left. Okay, Baseball Redo. Here's something interesting. Bats fourth in the lineup. Has W power versus lefties and righties. Probably had a good average that year. But really? You want a guy who's going to hit guys in. He has no power, so basically turns everything to singles. Here is Meyer now. Meyer 1-6. That's where oh, no, he didn't. He wants a 7 and below. So Meyer against a lefty is going to be a ground ball to first. That will be a fielder's choice, and Rice will go to third, and Gosselin is done there. So first and third, and 2 outs for Joe Cronin. So Cronin, the batter. Again, Hall of Famer. Again, solid card. He hit something in that range area. He can get this game well back in range. So again, Zachary's going to have to be careful what he pitches here. Here's the pitch. 2-7 for Cronin, and that's a base hit for Cronin to left field. That's another RBI for Joe. Well deserved. That's again with the RBI back there, that'll be his second RBI. And that will score Sam Rice. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Let's see where the hit was to. I guess we think we said left 2. Let's see. 2-7 versus a lefty is a single left field, so that is going to be Durst. Durst, I believe, is a +1. So let's see. He is +1. 2 outs, +3. Yankees again. Oh, giving those extra bases up. Let's see if Meyer wants to take third. Let's see if Meyer is fast enough to be held, first of all. Meyer is a C, so he probably was held, so -1 +1 +2. Meyer is a 1-18. They'll let him take third. So they're not going to risk anything there. First and third with 2 outs, a 5-2 ball game. Now the tying run comes to the plate. Yeah, it's really just, I mean, he's a good hitter if you look at his numbers, but boy, you think you want somebody in there who can get a small home run odds chances on his card, otherwise he can't get one off the pitcher. And now here's this Joe Judge guy. I wonder if he's related to another Judge in New York. Solid card all over the place, to be honest. He's got some stuff all over. Let's see if he can get something. Oh, we just missed it. 211, 210 was a home run. Not in these cards. 2-9, 210. Hit ball, hit hard to third. Gets the fielder's choice and retires aside. But the Senators do score 1 back in the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's 5-2 New York. So clutching back a little bit. But now this might be the last inning for Bump Hadley. You'll probably get to the Washington pitcher next inning. As it'll be Blues, Rule, and Hadley. So this will probably be it. So let's see the Yankees, see if they can get more here. It'll be Tony Lazzari taking on Bump Hadley here in the bottom half of the top of the 6th inning. So Hadley will probably go 6. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 5-6. 5-6 for Lazzari versus Hadley, and that's a single 1-19. That's an 11. So Lazzari's on with a single. So Lazzari's 1 for 3. Needed that one to kind of get him off the schneid today. Here is Cedric Durst. So Cedric Durst comes up. He's 0 for 1. A walk and a run scored. Here's the pitch here from Hadley to Durst. That's going to be a 5-4, and that's where he wanted it. It's a home run 1-2. He's a W versus a righty, so that's a single. No, he gets the opposite, so he gets 2. A double for Durst, and the Yankees are back going at it again. Second and third and 2 outs. Durst with a double, and it brings up Ben Chapman. So again, the Washington will bring the infield in here. Again, any dot right now, any dot or bullet on Hadley's card will result in a single and 2 stars. So Hadley trying to avoid one of those right now. Infield in though. 4-4 for Chapman is a fly ball center field. For the Senators, that is loop. You want to roll high to avoid, maybe get a fly ball C out of this. So let's find out. He's a 3E16. Can he make a solid play to keep this inning going? It's an 18. He does. How about that? What a catch by What a catch by Loop. He gets it on the dead run, plants himself, throws it in, and will keep the runner at bay. What a play there. And again, that's an 8. There's no 8 on the air card. And I mean, what a play by Luke. Came running in on it, made a great catch, throw a dart, and it kept the runner from scoring. So now here's Dickey now. That could have been a big play in this ball game if they could keep him to no runs. On deck is the pitcher. You would think you'd still let Zachary bat here. Here's the pitch from Hadley. 4-9 to a lefty, and that, folks, that's a dot, that's a bullet, that's single, 2 stars. That's why you take pitchers out when they've been tired. 2-run single for Dickey, and the Yankees with 2 huge RBIs. So 4 RBIs for Dickey in this one. That one will probably get rid of him, but he bats next inning. Usually I'll pull a pitcher when they hit the bullet, but I won't do it in this case. I want him to get through this inning so I don't have to bring an extra pitcher in. So Zachary will swing away. So the Yankees get a huge couple insurance runs on the bullet with the pitcher being tired. So let's see. 4-5, and that will probably be good for Zachary. He is a W, and he's a lefty. No, 4-5 is a fly ball. So he's a 5 guy. Fly ball center field. There's 2 outs. Thought I was expecting more there. My fault. And now here's Earl Combs. So Combs will now swing with 2 outs. Yankees with 2 big insurance runs in on this inning. That'll be a 2-4 for Combs, and that is a fly ball right field. That will do it for Hadley. Most likely he is done for the day, but the Yankees do get 2, and it's 7-2 going to the bottom of the 6th inning. So Hadley will go 6 innings here, and he'll be done for the day when his turn comes up. For the Senators, it will be Blues followed by Rule, and then the pitcher spot. And Tom Zachary, in his inning of fatigue, comes out in the top, but it comes in for the bottom of the 6th inning. So here is the pitch. That'll be a 4-7 on him, and that is going to be a righty. That's a ground ball second base. That is Lazzari. Usually, sometimes that's not as good as we'd want either. So Lazzari's fielding is a 227. So at 227, let's see, does he field it? Yes, he does. No error on a 10. So nice job there. Gets the first out of the inning, which is always the important out. So now it will be Muddy Rule. Good, solid ball player. So I'm not going to take him out here. We've been seeing a lot of time. Again, we're not in the 7th inning either, so I don't want to ruin that part of it. So here is a 6-8 to Rule, and did Zachary's a line drive to the shortstop, 2 away. Now the problem is finding a pinch hitter and a pitcher. These bullpens are horrible. Again, if you want to know how horrible is it? You want to look at this team. You want to look at the year and look what the combined ERA was for these teams. So let's see. All right, let's see who they have to come out. The combined, as I say, the league ERA, and then look what the league average was too, just to throw that out there too. So Sam Jones pitched a ton last night, And we'll go back to our backup catcher probably, and that will be Roy Spencer. Seems to have the best stuff out there, and they'll probably bring out, let's see, they'll tell me who's pitching the next couple of days for this Washington team. So this is Hadley, there'll be Sam Jones, Flip Marbury, Hadley, boy, they go two-man rotation, and Lloyd Brown, Sam Jones, so Adolph Liska, what a name for this time period, will go ahead and be the Washington new pitcher, as he is on the roster and will be able to be used. So Liska will be the new pitcher for the Sens coming into the top of the 7th inning. But Roy Spencer will once again bat for the Senators here in the 6th. So Spencer will hit bottom of the 6th and 2 outs. Here's a swing. 1-9 against the lefty, and that's a line drive to the third baseman. Makes the play. Sides retired. 3 up, 3 down, go to Senators. We go to the 7th. It's 7-2 New York. So Spencer is done for the day, and that brings on Adolph Liska. So Adolph Liska will be the new pitcher for the Senators here in the 7th inning. And that will bring up the Yankee middle of their order. Welcome to the major leagues, Adolph Liska. 1 for 3 for Koenig, then he gets Ruth and Gehrig. Hello, good morning, good night. So here is the pitch. 1-9 for Koenig he's a right-handed pitcher. It's going to be a pop-up to second, 1 away. So 1 for 4 for Mark Koenig. Did not have the 5-hit game he had yesterday. Bambino time. So Ruth so far in the ball game is 0 for 1, a fly to right and a couple walks. Here's the pitch to Ruth. 1-8 for Ruth, and he draws yet. Guess what? Let's say it together. Another walk. 3rd walk for Gehrig for Ruth. So Gehrig comes up 1 for 3, knocked in 2 with a triple his last time up. And we'll see if he can get another big hit here. Again, only 1 home run the first month of the year. So he's been kind of not hitting the long ball as of yet. Uh-oh, gone. 1-5 righty. That's the column. That's deep. That's far. Say goodbye, baseball. That ball is gone. So Lou Gehrig touches them all, and the Yankees have really opened things up here in this inning. A 2-run bomb for Gehrig. He has 4 runs batted in, and the Yankees now take a 9-2 lead. So Gehrig touches them all. So Gehrig touches them all on that one, and now here is Tony Lazzeri. So Lazzeri will swing, so welcome to the majors, Adolph Liska, at least for me, I haven't used him yet. Same roll, 1-5, that's a walk. So Lazzeri with a walk, 1 on first and 1 out for Cedric Durst. Yankees opening up the floodgates here at Griffith Stadium. That's something they needed after last night's loss. Here's the pitch, 3-8 to Durst, and that is going to be ground ball to short. That's a double play ball, 6-4-3 it is, and the side retired. Yankees score 2 in the 7th. Let's get up and stretch. New York, it is New York 9, Washington 2. So let's get up and stretch. So Washington will come out again. And it'll probably be the top of the order. It'll be George Loop, as they did bat the pitcher the last time. So it'll be bottom of 7th, down by 7. Loop, Rice, and Goslin will bat here against, again, it'll be Tom Zachary, who's been pitching real well so far. He's a 6, so he can pitch to the 9th. He would be kind of an auto-tired, though, if he goes 2+ his innings of fatigue. So I believe that is the correct rule. So let's see let's see. Hang on. Is that better there? I'll move that out of the way and see if that helps. Aha! Alright. That might be better. So we'll see if that's better up there. People usually see that corner. So now here is 212. 212 for Loop against a lefty. That's going to be it's a righty. So that is a ground ball to third. Good play, 1 away. So Loop is retired in the 7th, and now here's Sam Rice. So far, good outing again for Zachary. Sometimes they've been getting these strong outings. And here is the pitch to Rice. 5-7 though. 5-7 against a lefty. And that's going to be a ground ball. The second, that is Lazzeri. We're going to hold our fingers. Cross our fingers for him. He's a 17. Ooh, an 11 though. That's kind of a good number. So we're going to have to get the old steward's inquiry here. So let's go ahead and get the result here on Mr. Lazzeri. So Lazzeri's rating is a 27. 11 on a 27 says, let's see, 11 on a 27 says no error. 13, 15, 18, 17, got him. 2 away. So 0 for 3 for Rice. Top of this order for Washington, not getting anything accomplished. And now here's Goose Goslin with 2 outs here in the 7th. Here's the pitch to the Goose. 2-3 for Goose, but against the lefty is a pop up to the first base. Side is retired. What an outing for Zachary. We go to the 8th. Yankees lead it 9-2. So Washington returns back. Yankees will come back. 9-2 ball game. And again, Dolph Liska comes after giving up the bomb to Gehrig here in the 8th inning. And again, it'll be Chapman, Dickey, and Zach. Again, it'll be Chapman, Dickey, and Zachary here in the 8th. Here's a pitch to Chapman. 1-4 for Chappie. And that is going to be a fly ball center field. That's an 8 for Chapman. Retires aside. He was 1 for 4. Good riddance. Good riddance, good buddy. Now here is Bill Dickey. Bill Dickey comes up here for the Yanks. And Dickey's on a 6-6. 6-6 versus a lefty. He's a fly ball right field. That's going to be 2 outs in the ball game. Dickey's now 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. So he's having a good game. And Dickey now comes up, and here is the starting pitcher once again, Adolph Liska. He is a pitcher's hitting card number uno, so that will suck. So unless he rolls a 2-10, that's an out. So we'll call that a strikeout. So that is an out for Mr. Liska. No, not Liska, is it? That is, wait a minute, in the 8th inning for New York. Oh, actually, that's Zachary, my fault. Zachary's still in this. 3-6, and that's a strikeout. I was right. Down below are the singles, but Zachary strikes out in the 8th inning. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is still 9-2 New York. So 9-2 New York. So Zachary retired. Yankees will send their top of the order in the 9th. That will be, again, Murderers Row Baseball that inning. So again, we will see Meyer followed by Cronin and Judge for the Senators here in the 8th. Zachary's in. This will be his last inning of being totally non-fatigued. 1-7. That is interesting. 1-7 versus a lefty is a possible home run. We talked about this earlier, but it's a 20% chance at a home run. Deep fly right field. You see a 12. That's caught. So Meyer 1-4 versus the lefty. Remember, he's our forward rate. He bats 4th in the lineup. Against righty, he's a 10% chance at a home run, and he bats 4th. So again, Meyer is retired. Nothing against you, buddy, but something about that doesn't make sense. So now here is Joe Cronin. He's had a day, a couple RBIs already. You can tell he's one of their best hitters, if not the best. 3-5 for Cronin. That's a base hit. Cronin, they cannot get out. So Cronin's 3 for 4. So runner on first and 1 away. That's 1 hit toward the fatigue level. And now here is Mr. Joe Judge. Mr. Judge. Joe Judge. Definitely not related to the Judge family now. He's a left-handed hitter, awesome fielder. 1-4 for Judge, not in this time period. Against the lefty is Zachary. That's a ground ball to second. That goes to short, back to first. 2 for the price of 1, double play. We played 8. It is 9-2 New York. We go to the 9th. So Judge on a double play, and that was it. So now the Yankees will now send up their Murderers Row back in the 9th inning here. As again, it will be Combs, Koenig, and then the Bambino to swing against Adolph Liska here, who looks to pitch 3 innings just to get him some work out of the bullpen. It's kind of what you wanted. 6-11 for Combs. And that's a fly ball center field. Again, that's going to be the 3E12 for a loop. Did he make the play last time? No, not this time. A 3 on a 3. That will not drop. That will not be caught. That will be something else. That is a double. So Combs leads off the ninth with a double. So a double there. He's now 1 for 5. So a big double there. So Combs with a big hit. And now here's Mark Koenig. Koenig the hitter. Kind of slow down a little bit. We usually have our friend Sean in the chat. He usually wants Koenig out of there and run on the rail. But since he's not here, we'll let him swing. And the Yankees do have a big lead. 5-10 against Mr. Adolph Liska is going to be a catch X. That's usually pretty good anyway. So Liska will come in. That's going to be a 6. So let's see what Muddy Rules rating is. He's a 2E6. So 6 on a 2 possibly can be what it could be. Hang on, sorry. So it's PP, so it's possible pop up or pass ball. This is what I do for pass balls, by the way. We'll take a look at this in a moment. No errors on a 9. So let's see what the pass ball rating is on Muddy Rule. He is a pass ball 0. There's no pass balls. I'm sorry. So that's a pop up. So that's one way you do that and not say, oh, it's an automatic pass ball. And no, I don't like that. So Koenig is retired, and here is Ruth. So Ruth the batter, again, he's looking for that big hit today. So far, he's walked 3 times, scored twice. He's kind of getting the job done in other ways. Pitch to the Bambino. 5-11 versus a lefty's a walk. Wow. Even a walk on the pitcher's card. That's 4 walks for Ruth. First and second, 1 out for Gehrig, who's kind of picking up the mess today. 4 RBIs for Lou. So Lou comes up again. That's right, he had the big bomb back in the 7th inning. Does he get back on the stick right now and get another one? Kind of gets him hot. Here's the pitch. Nope. 2-5 for Gehrig, and that's a walk. So Gehrig gets the walk there too, and the Yankees have loaded the bases. Bases loaded with 1 man out for Lazzeri, who has had a grand slam, I believe, this season already. He steps up with 1 out. Infield will play back. They want the double play here and not get the game totally out of hand. Here's a pitch from Liska. 6-10 versus a righty. It's a fly ball center field again. Again, that is going to be loop. 3E16 for him. And let's see, does he make the play? I think he does, but should score the run on the 14. Let's look at the result chart. 14 on a 3 is an F2, so it does score the run. No error. Ooh, 11. Let's see, we're going to have to look at it. 11 on a 16 says no error on the 11, so it does score the run. So Combs scores. Sac fly for Lazzeri, his first RBI, and the Yankees tack it on another one. It's 10-2. So here is Cedric Durst. Yankees looking good in this matchup today. We'll even this series up at 1. Then we'll take a look at our next game that'll be coming. Durst, a 2-7 is going to be a pop-up to second base. So Liska only gives up a run. So we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Yankees barring a major mistake, a major mess lead at 10-2. So in 8, but again, I've seen stranger shit happen. So here is Tom Zachary. Again, he's considered to be tired. Any dot, anything like that, will be a base hit. So keep that in mind. He's already gone 6 plus his 2. So enters the 9th inning as a fatigue. And he'll start with Ozzie. And after Ozzie will be Rule, and then probably a pinch hitter for him right here. So here is the pitch from Tom Zachary, as he has pitched extremely well here. 6-3 for against Zachary is a fly ball right field. That is Ruth. We hold our breath for the babe. Ruth comes in, is a 3E12. Does Ruth make the play? No, he doesn't. The 6 should give him the hit too. The 6 on a 3 is a single 2. And there's no error usually on a 10. So 10 on a 12, no error. That's a single to lead off the inning. So again, we've said weirder things, and there's your leadoff hit for Ozzy. And now again, the Senators with a chance here. Here is Money Rule. If you're Jim Rooker, don't bet that you'd walk back. If they lose this lead here, you may be walking a long way. Here is the pitch. 2-7 for Muddy Rule. And that, folks, that's going to be a double play ball. Ground ball to third. Goes to second. Back to first. And a double play. 5-4-3. That's 2 outs in the inning. And, folks, that ought to do it. So let's see who the Washington Senators, not the National, I see Baseball Reference, refer to them as the Nationals. I'm thinking, what the heck? So I'm almost certain that is incorrect. So lefty still on the mound will be Jim McLeod. Let Jim McLeod take a swing of the old bat here with 2 outs, trying to get a big run across. Then we'll take a look at our upcoming schedule, see if there's anything, what's going to happen here. I believe they'll probably still have another game with the Washington team. So here is the pitch. McLeod, 1-8 versus a lefty. That's a single. So McLeod with a pinch hit single. So he gets a pinch hit. That's the second hit of the inning. He's already tired anyway. But here now is the leadoff hitter, George Loop, who has not done much so far. So Zachary from the stretch, try and get a win here. Is this the last pitch of the ball game? 4-4 versus a righty. Is a ground. It's a ground ball. Let's see again. The eyes are looking. Final for third base. That's what I thought it was. Chapman's got it. Chapman is going to be not good. So 4E37. Does he retire the side here and the game is over? Or do we continue? 9 on a 4. He'll get him. But a 14 on a 37. I think we may have a continuance of the game. 14 on a 37 says, got him. Throws him out. Ball game over. No error on a 14. So there's your inning. There's your game. Side is retired. So the Senators do not score in the ninth. They got a couple hits. Zachary gets the complete game. And the Yankees win this by a score of 10-2. Let's go over and get some hits and all that. So for the Yankees, no hits in the first inning, no hits in the second. It was going kind of bleak for the Bombers. In the fourth inning, they broke loose. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And all of a sudden, things looked well in Yankee land. And then they had 2 hits in the sixth. And the seventh, Gehrig had the home run. So that was 1 hit. And that was 1 hit and a couple walks. No hits. Wow. They didn't get a lot. They didn't get a lot to hit. And Gehrig probably walked there. And they had nothing. So yes, the Yankees had 10 runs on, it looks like, 7 hits. They had a bunch of walks, which was a definite big part of their win. No hits in the fourth, and things got a lot better. 4, let's count them again, 5, 6, 7. And then Gehrig's home run was 8, 9, yeah, 10. Okay, so I was wrong there. So 10 runs on 9 hits, still not a lot of hits. Washington started off with a 1-0 lead, and they started off with 3 big hits in the first inning. In the second inning, they again had 2 more hits. Nothing in the third. All of a sudden, Zachary found himself and started looking a lot better. And I was Gosselin there, so he would probably gotten a hit there. So 1, 2 hits there. Nothing there. 1 hit in the 8th, and 2 more in the 9th. So 4, 5, 7, 10. So again, the Senators, 2 runs on 10 hits. The Yankees, 10 runs on 9 hits. So the Yankees will win this by a score of 10-2, 10-9 for New York, 2-10 for Washington. So Yankees win this on April 29th, 1930. I believe they've now won. I have 4 games. I still have not entered in the Strat PC. And I believe they've won 3 out of their last 4 games. Let's take a look at the schedule. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you coming in. I always appreciate you seeing you come in and being a part of the game tonight. And let's see if we can find our lovely, so we could find what we're looking for. Hopefully I didn't totally erase it out of the system. I might have to go back in there and grab it. So let's go ahead and let's find this here. Give me 1 second. If those are still here, I want to stay here for a second. Individual, that'll be what, 1930 original. And that's there. And then that will be looking for that. Let's see. So let's see if it keeps where it did. It did. So it did. What's nice, it did keep. Baseball Sim Research is where I usually get my as played lineups. An excellent spot for it. So everything is kind of printed out for me to do that. So let's see if they do play on the 30th of this month and kind of let you know what to expect. This has been your Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike. I'm bringing you this ball game tonight and the Yankee win here on the channel 10-2 for the 1930 Major League season. It looks like we're going and head into the 30th. And yes, they'll still play Washington. Combs, Koenig, Ruth, Gehrig, Lazzeri, Sammy Bird gets the start. Chapman, Bubbles, Hargrave does the catching. And on the mound for the Yankees will be George Pipgrass. For the Washington Nationals, West, Rice, Goslin, Meyer, Cronin, Judge, Bluejay, Rule, and on the mound for the Washington Senators will be Lloyd Brown. And as we'll see who goes for the series win. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you again. Again, this is Mr. Utah Mike calling this game tonight. And if, again, Yankees win, the Yankees win by the score of 10-2. We'll see you for more.